This tells you everything you need to know, everybody. However, I think we got bored. I got bored filming unboxings, and you might have gotten bored watching unboxings. So instead, we are going to just do a highlights video. First one being, you're going to see this. It's part of the set with the rest of the box. They have rules, but we really care about the rules that are in the back of these assembly guides, right? That have that kind of stuff in there. We'll get to those in a second. This right here is something that I think people are not exactly either aware of or they don't care about, but I'm pretty stoked about it when I especially saw it. Look at these great pieces of terrain. These great bits of junk. Like this, you could totally just use on a board somewhere. Some of these, this is way too orky to just hang out unless you're fielding orcs. This could be an improvised barricade, but still pretty dang orky. But this could be a scrap pile. As could also, this could just be a scrap pile on an Imperial world. And this right here is actually my favorite piece. However, it is far too orky. As you see this awesome jet fuselage that you get in this piece of terrain. It is fantastic, but maybe you could use that as a barricade for Imperial terrain. Overall, this is really cool stuff. Like, man, people hadn't talked to me about that, and I think it's really good. As far as the war bikers go, if you're like me, don't have any war bikers, this gets you 6. But this is a standard box of war bikers with different colored plastic. I guess that's cool if you don't paint your models. And if it's kind of cool if you're like me, you got a bazillion models to paint. So I'll get to them eventually. But I think I'm going to put it all down and paint these guys post-haste. As far as highlights on these guys go, that's a pretty sweet big chopper. That is a pretty excellent big chopper. I guess the torso's alright, but it's not that good. The big thing for me about these are the plastic avalanche that just happened and these skull things that are on the front of the bikes. They're properly neat. However, I think that the other things that you could put on the bikes are also pretty epic, and there's a few grots that will hang around on your guys. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is the same as the last sprue. They're just recolored sprues. This here is the custom boom blaster. Nope. I think this is the... we'll decide that name while we talk about something else. That is the custom boom blaster. So you can see the sprue for the custom boom blaster, but that has lore on the back of every one of these, which is really cool. So the data cards give you a little... These data cards give you a little bit of information about every one of these things. That's really neat. So this custom boom blaster, thanks to those lore-rich data cards, is a fantastic model in itself. Look at the sculpts that are just on these, in my mind, very epic things. If that is the driver right there, that like a Necron kind of spine sectioning into the thing there, that is pretty dope. He's strapped right into his wagon. Look at that, man, that main console sort of, main body kind of thing. That is excellent. This whole thing is excellent. This is going to be a great, fun model to paint. It's going to be fantastic. This here is the Shock Jump Dragster, which is another fantastic model. Has a bunch of really awesome bits on it. And has the... well, in my mind, now infamous, now that Bad Moves can shoot twice, the custom blasted thing that it has, very, very good. And one other thing besides the other ancillary things you can get in the rule set before we talk about rules themselves is you get a chapter of Beast Arises. Boom. It's just an extract, actually, volume 1. I don't know where you are in the book, but it's good stuff. As far as box value goes, you get a pretty decent amount of plastic, and we're gonna put these back over and then talk about the rules. Look at all that. I mean, it's pretty good. It's all right. There's better boxes out there that give better value, but we're here to look at a Shock Jump Dragster and a custom Boom Blaster. The Shock Jump Dragster is 6 power level, fast attack slot, movement 14, weapon skill 4 up, ballistic skill 5 up, strength 5, toughness 6, 8 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 6, 4 up, armor save. Ooh, it is really tasty. It can have 3 Shock Jump Dragsters in the unit. It has a custom shock rifle, which is an assault 2, strength 8, AP minus 3, damage D6 weapon. If you roll 1 or more unmodified hit rolls of 1 for this weapon, the bearer suffers 1 mortal wound after all of this weapon's attacks have been resolved. Each time you make a wound roll of 6 plus for this weapon, the target suffers a mortal wound in addition to any other damage. So you can deal and suffer mortal wounds. It's got another rocket. It's got a rocket launcher on it, which is a strength 8, AP minus 2, damage 3 weapon, and saw blades, which make it strength 6, AP minus 1, damage 1 in melee combat. I'm not too huge on the melee combat profile. I am pretty stoked about the custom shock rifle because one of the special rules that you can see right here. It has, here we go, mob rule, Daka, and speed mob. It also has the shock tunnel. If you roll a 4-up when advancing this model, remove it from the battlefield and set it up again anywhere on the battlefield more than 9 inches away from enemy units. After doing so, roll a d6. On a 4-up, this model suffers 1 mortal wound. Fantastic. The thing that I'm stoked about for this custom shock rifle is this grot gunner. Add 2 to the hit rolls for attacks made with this model's custom shock rifle. It also explodes. Then there's the custom Boom Blaster. The custom Boom Blaster is a movement 12, 4-up weapon skill, 5-up ballistic skill, strength 5, toughness 6, 8 wounds, 4 attacks, 6-up armor, 6-up leadership, 4-up armor save, tank. It's not as fast as a Shock Jump Dragster, but it has, more guns. It says it seems more heavily armed, and we'll get into it. I don't like this one as much. It has Assault D3 Burnet Exhaust, and it has, I think it has 2 of those, so it does 2D3 automatic hits. Has a Grot Blaster, which is a Strength 4, Pistol 1, Damage 1. Rivet Cannon, which is a 36-inch Assault 6, Strength 7, AP minus 2, Damage 2 weapon. A Stick Bomb, which is a grenade D6, regular grenade. It has Here We Go, Daka, and Speed Mob. It has the Grot Gunner, which makes the Grot Blaster hitting on a 4-up. Then it has Riding Shotgun. When this model shoots, it can throw a grenade and shoot with its pistols in addition to any other weapons. Spiked Ram. Each time this model finishes a charge move, select an enemy unit within 1 inch of it. Roll a d6 on a 4-up. They suffer D3 mortal wounds. Explodes! It explodes on a 6-up, dealing D3 mortal wounds. War Bikers. I don't think the War Bikers have changed. I don't think they have. And they're still fantastic. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, what we'll call highlights video. And I'll see you in the next one.